Islanders, we have cruise news overload for you on the show today. We will start off with Royal Caribbean as they have oversold yet another cruise. This is no joke. We will share the ship, the sell date, and what they have offered to passengers because of this oversold ship. We're also sharing the story and video of cruise passengers who missed their ship. They were late. This is a tender port. The Port Authority loads the passengers on board their small boat and takes them back to the ship. I will share what happened next. We're also sharing news and a video of a man climbing the mooring lines, the ropes of a Carnival cruise ship while the ship was in port, and big news from MSC. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. Happy Monday, May 19th, Islanders. I hope that you had a great weekend. Thank you for stopping by the show today. We're on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together. Drop your work. Take a break. You've been working hard. I know you have. Let's take some time here, 10 or 12 minutes to talk about cruise news, and there is a lot to discuss. We're going to start with Royal Caribbean first. Story after story after story. I feel like a broken record sharing this news for you, but it blows my mind and it surprises you guys every time this happens. Royal Caribbean has oversold yet another cruise ship. This is like the third time in the last 2.5 or 3 weeks that this has happened. Royal Caribbean has reached out to the passengers who are on board. They've paid for their cruise. They've probably paid for airfare and hotels. They've booked excursions and drink packages and they've experiences on board. They've spent thousands of dollars, and Royal Caribbean is thankful for that. They just don't have enough cabins to accommodate everybody. They sent this email to passengers who are sailing on the Liberty of the Seas. Get this, May the 24th. Coming up, a holiday sailing just a few days away. And here's what Royal shared with those who are on board the Liberty of the Seas. Ahead of our Liberty of the Seas, May 24th, 2025 sailing, we are looking to see if you and your travel party has flexible travel plans. If your plans are set in stone, please mark this email as read and gear up for your upcoming adventure. But if not, we have a couple of options for you to take a look at. We would like you to move off of the cruise that you have paid for, that you have planned for. Let me start with this. Royal Caribbean, they haven't canceled anybody's cruise. They're giving options for passengers to look at and to examine, and the options are good. There's 2 of them. I will share it with you. Option number 1, switch to a different sailing from New Jersey. That's where the Liberty is at, and that's what you could move to. There's 2 sailings. One is a 9-night sailing to Bermuda. Maybe enticing to do that. You get a couple extra nights. One is a 7-night cruise to the Bahamas on board the Symphony of the Seas, again from New Jersey. If you do this, if you switch to one of these 2 cruises, you will get your money back. 100% refund. If you switch to one of these sailings, they will also help you with some of the charges that you have on airfare and hotels. Sounds like a good option to me, especially maybe if you want a couple extra nights of cruising. Maybe you want to go to Bermuda. Maybe you take one of those options. Option number 2, cancel outright. You tell Royal Caribbean, that's fine. I don't want to go. I don't have to go. I have a flexible schedule. They will give you 100% of your money back. They will also give you 100% future cruise credit for you to use on a future cruise. It could be a cruise that's very close or this summer. Not a bad option as well. Passengers will read that. I don't know what I would do here. There's no option to stay on the same sailing like we have seen with the Allure of the Seas in Europe. This one, you've got to move. You got to go somewhere else, or you have to get a refund. And whenever I'm this close to a cruise, it's May 19th, and this cruise is coming up in just a few days, I would probably stay on the cruise because mentally, I'm already there. Mentally, I've already packed. Mentally, I'm already at the terminal. Mentally, I'm already on Lido deck. I'm probably not moving. That's just me. Why does this keep happening? Royal Caribbean and all cruise lines. No, this is about to be peak season. Summertime cruising is when ships are at their fullest and cruise lines want them to be at their fullest. And it seems like Royal Caribbean is taking this approach. We'd rather have too much. We'd rather have too many cruisers than too few cruisers. And this happens at a time when cruise lines, they leave a handful of cabins open. They have interior ocean view balcony cabins that no one sails in just in case they have to move passengers from one cabin to another. Maybe the air conditioning is broke. Maybe there's a crazy smell in the room. They will move them to a similar cabin. Royal Caribbean, I'm not sure if they're doing this. Maybe they are. Maybe they're keeping some cabins out of inventory, but they are overbooking their ships. The good news is, though, they're not canceling on anybody that we know of. Islanders, does this scare you at all? It shouldn't. Again, they're not canceling on anybody. It's just crazy to watch, but also kind of fun to follow. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. I want to share this story as well. A passenger misses their ship. This is a tender port. This is Norwegian, what we think is the Pearl here. A cruise in a port of call of Croatia. Kind of neat. Cruise passengers, they confused the time they were supposed to be back on board. They confused their final boarding time with the ship's departure time. When they showed up to get back on the ship, there was nobody there. The workers were home. The lights were out. They had no way to take the tender boat back to their Norwegian ship. They thought they had missed their ship. All hope is gone. What do we do? But that's when the port authority showed up and said, hey, hop on board. We will take you to the ship. This is rare. This does not happen. There's a TikTok I'm playing here that says it's a point of view here. You miss your cruise by 30 minutes and start planning your new life at the port. Just as all hope is lost, port authority pulls up like, get in. We're saving your vacation. The port authority literally drove them back to the ship. The passengers were able to talk to the captain. The captain said, get back on board. Let's go. Pronto. We got places to go, people to see, things to do. They got back on board. They were not penalized in any way as far as we know. But this is not the norm. And I don't want those of you watching out there or people watching on social media to think, you know what? Sometimes maybe when I'm at a tender port, maybe these people will save me. Maybe the port officials will bring me back. Do not count on that at all. Do you think this was the right move by the port authority? It was certainly a nice thing to do, but do you think it should have been done? Do you think the passengers should have been held responsible for missing their time? Or it was like, okay, you know what? They had the bandwidth to do this. They had the room in the boat to do this. Should they have been let back on board by the captain? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. I want to show you a video here of a man climbing on board, trying to climb on board at least, a Carnival cruise ship, the Carnival Adventure in Australia. The ship is there at port. You can see the ropes. They are tied up, and this man starts climbing the ropes like Spider-Man, dangling upside down. This happened on May the 17th over the weekend. Just a couple of days ago, there were bystanders there watching what's going to happen. What is this man doing? What is his goal if he makes it all the way up to the rope? Is he going to slide back down? Is he going to let go and get in the water? This, of course, is illegal. Not allowed to do this. I don't care how great your climbing skills are. You're not allowed to climb on the mooring ropes. Carnival Adventure, the crew there on board lowered the rope so this man could be apprehended by police, taken in custody by police. He was released eventually on bail, but he will have to appear in court on June 11th. And I think that it's safe to say, although this man has great climbing skills, although he has determination to get on board a ship, this will probably be the closest he ever gets to getting on board a Carnival cruise ship again. Carnival has not shared any information. They have not released a statement, but I would venture to say that this man has probably been banned from cruising on Carnival Cruise Line and sister brands again. Don't know that for sure, but I would venture to say that has been what's happened. This is dangerous. Could have been really dangerous. What do you think of this? Should this man be banned? Should he be fined? What should happen to him? Let us know in the comment section below. We're sharing good news for you from MSC, who has been in the news the last month. The MSC World America, which we cruised last month. She debuted last month from Miami, Florida. She is beautiful. MSC, of course, has shared with us that she's not the last ship in the class. We know that. But we knew that they had news that they held close. They didn't want to announce it until all the fanfare of the MSC World America was out and about. And now they're sharing news here. MSC Cruises is adding 2 more world-class ships. That's what the class is called, world-class ships. They shared the news in Paris. The new ships now brings the total number of world-class ships to 6. 6 of these ships, and they are remarkable. The ship tour will be out soon. I promise you that. I'm almost done with it. The 2 new ships will arrive in 2029 and 2030. What else do we know about this class? We already know a lot of different things. The World Asia is being built right now. She will debut in the Mediterranean in December of 2026. Her sister ship, the newer ship of her, will not be far behind her. The MSC World Atlantic will sail from Port Canaveral just a few months later, February of 2027. She'll be in Port Canaveral. We're excited about that. MSC Cruises continues to grow, continues to invest in itself and build these ships. We had a blast on the World America. Go look at the vlogs. Stay tuned for the ship tour. You may just see it and say, you know what, I want to try that out as well. If you're looking to try MSC, do not forget about our group cruise, November the 9th, 2025. It is this year. It is out of Galveston, Texas on the MSC Seascape. It is 7 days. It's the first cruise ever for MSC out of Galveston. It is a brand new terminal that's going to open that day for our group and our selling. We have 150 cabins booked. We have rates, balconies starting at $1,500, just around there. Ocean views around $1,350. You can get on board for below $1,200 total for 2 people. That's the total. 7-day cruise, Western Caribbean. We're excited about it, and many of you are joining us on that cruise. We're excited to sell MSC again. Are you looking at them? Let us know in the comment section below. Islanders, that is the cruise news for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure you do a couple things before you leave here today. Be sure you like the video. If you enjoyed the cruise news, be sure you share your thoughts in the comments section. If you're not subscribed yet to this awesome community, be sure you do that before you leave. If you're watching on your TV, I pointed this out last week, 60% of you watch on TV. Sometimes it's tough to do those things. Pull out your phone. I know it's right beside you. Search Island Time, find the video, and do those things. We would greatly appreciate it. We hope that you have a great day. We'll see you in the comment section below on our Facebook page and tomorrow right here on Island Time.